Texas Championship Wrestling's first event on this edition. And here he is, the former Freebird from Bad Street, USA, Terry Gordy. And Gordy trying to come into the ring against his opponent, the Angel of Death, Terry Gordy. 340 pounds, a tough, tough man. He's picked up a crutch. And I don't think he really needs a crutch, but he certainly cleared the ring of everybody but the referee. So Terry Gordy knows how to get it done. And says, hey, if it's not going to work one way, it'll work another. Well, we welcome you to Texas Championship Wrestling. Championship Wrestling, where we got class back in the title. And we are inviting you to have a tremendous evening with us. Terry Gordy and the Angel of Death, as soon as Angel comes back in the ring. Coming up then, Abdullah and Kid Dynamite. And our main event, Perez and the Dragon Master. And now let's go to the ring. And here's our ring announcer, Adam.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first match of this evening, from Death Valley, the Angel of Death. And meeting in the ring this evening, from Bad Street, USA, Terry Bam Bam Gordy! There's only one fall with a 15-minute time limit, and your referee is John Ernesto.
And ready to go with our first event. I'm Bil Mercer with Don Batiste. And Don, a couple of big men and a big opening bout.
Yes, it is, Bil Mercer.
Terry Gordy, an Angel of Death. And they begin to lock horns here immediately to move this bout underway. Angel, who has been quite prominent in some of his classic battles with Al Perez. Terry Gordy also had a great battle here a little earlier with Al Perez. Gordy, who's a renowned international figure and the Angel of Death. Anybody with that Gordy name is a renowned figure. Referee, try to break him in the corner. The mentor of the Angel of Death standing ringside. Abdullah the Butcher on this card. Coming up next in our second bout. And the Angel, Terry Gordy, just feeling each other out in this bout. Just out in the first minute. Gordy caught in that headlock, and it's a tough one put on by the Angel. He's got the opening. Here comes the slide off into the ropes. Nice move. Oh, great shoulder block by the Angel of Death. Nice shoulder block. Nice move inside by Gordy. Putting the Angel down for a count of two and nicely up on the shoulder as he came out of there. But Gordy responding and coming back after being decked with that shoulder block. Extending on the knee that he's got wrapped in now with sort of a scissors. Terry Gordy sort of in command. Hey, Don, the Angel didn't play his trumpet tonight. We didn't get the mournful tune.
I noticed that. I wonder why he didn't.
I think he was too busy trying to stay away from Gordy's crutch. And Gordy right now still wrapped up, holding the Angel of Death in tow. Oh, we got some great activity for you. That main event, Al Perez, the Dragon Master. That is the man of the North American continent against all Asia. Nice toehold around. And Gordy turns it inside. Tries to, is he going to go step over? He does. Now comes up. Rolls him in, twists. Puts a lot of pressure on the shoulders of Angel of Death as he scissors those legs. That's sheer brute strength. The Angel weighs in 200 and 300 pounds. And the Angel's been putting on a lot of weight. Crabbing his way now, trying to crab his way to the ropes. And Gordy trying to hold him back. And there's the break. Crowd getting into this one.
I noticed a lot of similarities between these men. They're both wearing black, and they're both large. Do you notice the one main difference?
What's that?
Gordy's got a lot of hair.
Gordy's got a lot of hair. Gordy does indeed, and the Angel does not. The Angel of Death. There was an angel back about the 1940s, probably, called the Swedish Angel. He was a huge man who didn't have, who had a bald head. He was really quite an awesome figure. He must have been nearly 7 feet tall.
Did he play a trumpet also?
No, he didn't play a trumpet. He just played a tune on everybody's head. Angel whacking, and he's playing another tune right there on Gordy's head. So maybe he heard us. Angel of Death unleashing that big left hand, and he goes right in there, slamming into Terry Gordy. Gordy, Angel seesawing back and forth in this first bout on this edition of Texas Championship Wrestling, and Gordy is groggy. And the Angel going to work on Terry Gordy. Gordy, of course, gained international fame with the Freebirds, and he was one of the focal points of that group. Good shot right there by the Angel of Death. And one of the things you mentioned, Don, they're both about equal, and this bout seesaws back and forth.
It's hard to determine who's going to be a winner.
Excellent competition. The Angel popping on the right eye of Gordy, and he slides and rolls out. Needs a little break. Now let's watch. Yeah, a little interference out there by Ali Farouk. Ali crashing in, and there goes the Angel. And we may know, Terry says, gives me an opportunity. Rolls back, and an opportunity to meet the Angel coming in. A good maneuver, Don, by Terry to force the Angel to come out and get him.
That's right. Gives him an opportunity to get in and take the offensive.
Haymakers right and left by the Angel and by Terry Gordy. Haymakers.
You hear those smacks all the way down here.
The Angel into the corner buckling. And Gordy pouncing around like a grapefruit. A good shot by Gordy. In fact, I say that word haymaker, and I often wonder how it derived. Angel with an elbow drop in, and that may do it. And here's a count of 1 and a count of 2, and a flail out just in time by Terry Gordy. Oh, Angel has been 1/10 of a second from a victory right there.
I wonder why Ollie's out here wearing sunglasses. It just hit me all of a sudden that Ollie's got sunglasses on.
Probably the...
It's the glare off of Angel's head,
It
right?
must be yeah, that's a good point. And it may very well be he doesn't want somebody to find out his true identity. Maybe he is Ali Farouk, but he might have come from the Middle East from some other name. Never know, do you? Angel of Death working on a reverse chinlock right now on Terry Gordy. And to the Angel's credit, he has taken charge of this bout. Has been holding it quite well. Energetic, enthusiastic, excited crowd on hand tonight for this edition of Texas Championship Wrestling, and starting off with a 2 big men bout. Gordy coming up. He's caught in that chinlock. He's trying to work his way out. His years and years of experience coming over the top now. And they're kind of wrapped up now. Who's going to move? And it's a nice move by Gordy underneath. Another one, popped right off the head. Angel of Death in trouble now. Another knee left, and down goes the Angel. A fallen Angel of Death. Gordy, stepped into a clothesline. Comes back with a right hand. These guys popping and shoving, really banging away.
Gordy got
into the corner buckle. Angel tremendously groggy right now. Gordy may have taken... Terry Gordy holding a headlock right now on Adam. The Angel. we are just about halfway through this bout. 15 minutes. Got about 7 minutes to go. Terry Gordy trying to find an opening. Remember, our next bout has a tremendous size to it. Abdullah the Butcher and Kid Dynamite. Oh, a great kick by Gordy. Gordy going after that toe hold. Steps in, a twisting step over inside toe hold. And now he bars it.
Oh, hair.
But a great move done by the Angel of Death. When the other guy has hair, you might as well use it sometimes, right? And there's our hair pull up by the Angel. Gordy moving underneath. And Gordy slamming the Angel of Death and crashing him outside the ring. Terry Gordy in charge again. Ali Farouk coming over ministering to his fallen hero. And Gordy's going to try to take things in hand and pull him in. Now they'll go to the floor. Now we've got the battle on the floor right in front of us. Terry Gordy trying to... Here comes Ali up. He puts a full Nelson on Gordy. And a big miss. Great move by Gordy, and down goes Ali Farouk. And Ali. And the winner is Terry Gordy as Angel of Death counted outside the ring. And that is the way it ends. And we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we've got more excitement for you right here on Texas Championship Wrestling.
Uh-oh. Fight. Uh-oh. Oh.
Wrestling fans, get this one. Abdullah the Butcher and Iceman King Parsons in a fight to the finish in the steel cage. It comes to you on Texas Championship Wrestling on April 28th at the Bronco Bowl, just west of downtown Dallas on Fort Worth Avenue. Bronco Bowl, April 28th, Sunday at 6 p.m. Great time for the youngsters. They'll be ready to go to school bright and early Monday morning. Listen to this lineup. Terry Garvin and California Stud. And the winner will be the World Federation U.S. Heavyweight Champion. And Terry Gordy has the opportunity to meet the man who burned him. That is Ali Farouk. And Terry will get his revenge in this battle. The Bronco Bowl, with great theater seats, plenty of lighted parking, and it's located just so the Fort Worth fans can turn right off the old turnpike and come onto Fort Worth Avenue to the Bronco Bowl. Get your tickets by calling the Rainbow Ticketmaster 787-2000. Texas Championship Wrestling at the Bronco. Next week on Texas Championship Wrestling, Terry Garvin is in the main event against the California Stud. Terry Garvin is an outstanding athlete. He swims, he bicycles, he plays outdoor sports, and as a fitness trainer and member counselor here at the Center Point Athletic Club, he works out and puts himself in excellent physical condition.
Thanks, Bill.
That's a good workout.
Thanks.
Let's talk a little bit about your size and relationship to those battles you had with One Man Gang, Abdullah the Butcher, and Angel of Death. I mean, here you are giving up 200 or 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Conditioning, right?
Seems like every time I get into the ring, I give up 200 or 300 pounds, but I don't mind that. I look at that as a challenge, and you're right, it is conditioning. Conditioning is the key. You know, I like to think that anytime matchmaker Gary Hart comes to me, Bill, no matter who he asks me to sign my name on the dotted line to, I'd like to wrestle any and all comers. You know, that's the only way to go up the ladder in professional wrestling, and conditioning is the key. I'm in this gym every single day. I'm lifting weights, I'm riding bicycles, I'm doing treadmills, I'm swimming, playing racquetball. I just try to realize that I'm not 6'5", 6'7". I'm not 300 pounds. I'm 220 pounds. There's nothing I can do about that.
But those bouts now, as you go up against a guy somewhat your size, should give you a good opportunity to come out a winner.
The thing I think about when I wrestle guys like that is when they're laying down on the mat, they're all this tall. If I know how to wrestle and they don't, and I'm in good physical condition, and maybe they're not at 350 pounds or 400 pounds in condition to go 15 or 20 minutes, I think I can win.
You have gained a great deal of popularity for the wrestling fans, and I think it's because of these bouts, but maybe it's something else. What is it, development of personality, change of hairstyle?
Well, I did change my hairstyle, there's no doubt about that. People look at me differently. I guess it's the fact that maybe I'm growing up, I'm getting a little bit older. You know, Bill, I've got a little girl that's 10 years old and a little boy that's 8, Amanda and Byron, and they live back in Kentucky, my hometown of Louisville. When I was home last summer, they were talking to me, and they looked at me, and they were watching some of my tapes, and they said, Daddy, why do you have to cheat when you wrestle? And they go to school, and the kids in the school say, why does Daddy cheat? Why does he do this? Well, Bill, I don't have to cheat. You know, I've been around long enough now that if I don't know how to wrestle, then I don't need to be wrestling. And I'm going to give it 110% every time I get in the ring. And if somebody beats me, and he beats me fair and square, I'll be the first to shake his hand. But I'm going to give it everything I've got, no matter when or who I'm wrestling.
And Terry, what sort of advice could you give to youngsters about their physical ability and their mental ability and what they should do to live a good life?
I guess the best advice for youngsters or oldsters or anybody would be to just stay in school, to stay off drugs, to stay focused, train in the gym, maybe go to church.
Great advice. Great advice from a young, outstanding competitor of Texas Championship Wrestling. Right now, we're going to take a break and go to Abdullah the Butcher, who we filmed, and you'll find out that the cameraman finds himself in deep trouble.
Allah Butcher, Shirabai, Allah Butcher, Allah. Jesus!
Here on Texas Championship Wrestling, our bout coming up will be Abdullah the Butcher and a young man named Kid Dynamite. You haven't seen him on television before, but he's got a great potential. And right after that bout, we've got the main event. Al Perez, the champion, and the Dragon Master, the dreaded man from the Orient. We'll be right back with Abdullah and Kid Dynamite right after this.
Attention.
Terrorize people all over the universe. But the Bronco Bowl, I'm taping these fists, and you going down.
April 28th, Bronco Bowl. Any of you women looking for a real man, come on down, because the stud will be there looking for you.
Tell them about it, John.
Harvey's gonna win, baby. Harvey's gonna win.
And we're ready to go in our second bout. We've got a newcomer to the ring tonight, Kid Dynamite, who's never been on television. And we've got an old-timer who has a lot of excitement and very dangerous, Abdullah the Butcher. And so we will bring you that right now. And we also have with us, and we come back here, Iceman King Parsons. But we're going to put a microphone. I know, we're going to put a microphone on you in a minute. And there is Abdullah the Butcher in the ring.
That's a...
And right now, Abdullah the Butcher and Kid Dynamite in the ring, and we're just about ready to put this one underway.
You got to worry about him.
got a little PA problem right here. So we'll just get this one underway with our own bit of activity. And here we go. Underway now with Kid Dynamite flying out of the ring. With me ringside is Iceman King Parsons.
Say, man, I'm kind of getting into this match. You know, this man here is an upcoming star.
Yeah, he's been on television before, Kid Dynamite.
Yeah, you know, and they tell me the Butcher here, you know, he's no stranger. And they tell me he's a brass knuck champion now, you know. But, man, that's not wrestling.
What, Abdullah?
Yeah, that's not wrestling at all. I can't understand that, man.
Well, he's maybe sort of a terrorist.
Yeah.
He just wants to hurt somebody, huh?
See, here's a kid trying to make his name for himself, so he signed that contract. I really don't think he knew what he was getting himself into, you know, but maybe he'll get it together here in a few seconds.
Well, have you been coaching Kid Dynamite, Iceman?
Well, I know of him, you know, and he's not bad. I just gave him a few pointers here and there. I've just passed on what was passed on to me down the road, you know what I mean? But you can tell the kid got guts. He's no quitter.
No, he's the problem he has, and of course this is to figure out the way, as a more experienced wrestler will, how to move away, get away from the guy this size, and you really have to do it in a hurry.
He need to walk that ring, get his wind together, get his head right. You know, he's too anxious to get back in there, and he's not even ready for this man.
Abdullah under the best circle. Here's a little bit of work coming back in there now.
All right, there you go.
Now he's fighting.
There you go.
Just sheer raw fighting power here. But Abdullah has the tricks, and that is a trick of the choke.
See, that's the difference between experience, man. I don't care what nobody say, experience your best teacher, man. The kid ain't got no business in the ring with that type of man.
Well, it is a disadvantage to him. Maybe he'll learn a great deal here, though.
See, that's not wrestling, man. That's not wrestling at all, brother. That's hurting. That's pain.
Yep.
See, that's pain.
All right, Abdullah now looking for this. Finds him. Oh, and this young man flipped and out and on the floor.
See?
Nice man.
Now he need to lay there and get his stuff together, man. See? They need to get him back, need to hold him back. This kid is hurt, man. This kid is hurt, and he need to get his stuff together. Because if he don't, he gonna go in there, and the Butcher gonna hurt him worse, man.
That is true. Well, he's trying to put himself together right now, and Abdullah the Butcher waiting on him and chewing on the top of the rope.
Abdullah the Butcher. Together, kid.
See? Yeah, right here on our table, around our area, and being pounded pretty badly. Kid Dynamite, who has not been able to explode except for just a brief flurry. I guess Abdullah the Butcher.
Get yourself together, man. Get yourself together.
Iceman King Parsons.
Jump back in there. Get yourself together.
Iceman King Parsons trying to bring some words of wisdom and advice.
Get your head right now.
Don't want to walk right back in there, Ice.
There you go.
Walk right into it. Good right hand on the inside. This guy's got a lot of courage, Iceman.
Yes, he got a lot of heart, man. But like I said again, this is where experience is your best teacher, man. This man a brass knuck champion. A lot of people scared of it. A lot of top talent I know is scared of this man.
Kid Dynamite?
No, I'm talking.
Oh, you told Abdullah, yeah.
Some of the things he's capable of doing. You know
he is it. Yes, he is capable of doing a lot of terrible things, and we've seen him do a lot of terrible things.
This don't make sense. See there?
There's a karate chop into the neck.
All that ain't necessary.
Well, it's a shame because the young man needs an opportunity to make himself known here. And Abdullah is not going to let up, Iceman. He's going to stay on him. He's a treacherous sort of person.
He's an animal, brother. He's an animal. Often imitated but never duplicated, man. He's one of a kind, brother. One of a kind. Now, he's not, I wouldn't climb back in there on him like that.
No, you got to run around the ring and keep him off balance. But the kid doesn't know that yet, does he? Dynamite. Oh, walked right into that throat. And now, this...
Come on, man. I think it's looked like
400 pounds. Right on. Oh,
man.
That shakes the whole building.
This is over, man. This is it.
1, 2. No, he pulled him up.
See,
He pulled him up. Oh, that is brutal. That is it. Very, very. He's looking at you, Ice.
Yeah, he's just looking through. That's all he better do, man. He's beat. That don't make no sense. That ain't.
Dropping in again. 1, 2,
Man,
and 3, and punishment. And Abdullah the Butcher.
That ain't even called for, man.
Abdullah the Butcher now rolling his man to the side of the rope.
See that? That don't even make sense, man. Look at that.
Ali Farouk, they're choking him right now.
That don't even make sense at all, man. See? That don't make sense.
Ali Farouk trying to keep the referee away. You're going over there?
Hey, man, they need to do something. Hey, get him off of that, man. That don't make no sense.
Okay, Iceman King Parsons, frustrated. Well, here he goes, my color announcer. Going over, and he is going to use a microphone on the back of the head of Farouk, of Abdullah the Butcher. Iceman attacking. And the butt button, down goes Abdullah. Iceman took it all he could, Don. And now he is up and had his moment of glory.
I think Abdullah's a little stunned that Iceman came after him like that.
He is stunned. And to see if the...
I'm getting away from here.
No, take our monitor. Get this hammer out of here. Ali Farouk trying to get Abdullah out of the area, but Abdullah was infuriated over the attack. Abdullah the Butcher is the winner. And we have seen Iceman come to the aid of Kid Dynamite, and we're going to be back. It's the big Al Perez Dragon Master bout coming up right after this. The next big Texas Championship Wrestling event comes to you at the Bronco Bowl, just west of downtown Dallas on Fort Worth Avenue. The Bronco Bowl, 6 p.m. on April 28th. It's a big bunkhouse brawl with 12 wrestlers in the ring, and you can dress any way they wish, with boots, with jeans, with brass knucks if they like. And remember, the Bronco Bowl is an ideal location for wrestling. It has great parking, lighted parking area, and tremendously comfortable theater cushion seats. So join us, the Bronco Bowl, for the Bunkhouse Brawl on April 28th at 6 p.m. By the way, the youngsters can go to these events, enjoy the wrestling, and be ready and bright and early for school on Monday morning. It's a tremendous time to join us for Texas Championship Wrestling at the Bronco Bowl, just west of downtown Dallas, between Hampton and Westmoreland on Fort Worth Avenue. Remember, the wrestling starts at 6. For tickets, call Rainbow Ticketmaster, 787-2000. Main event time here on Texas Championship Wrestling. And just before Al Perez and Dragon Master enter the ring, Don is in the dressing room with Al Perez. Let's go there.
Al Perez, the Dragon Master has a Eastern style to his wrestling. How's it going to affect you?
Well, you know, it's going to affect me a lot of ways, but you know, the Eastern, Japanese, Europe, Russia, all of them have put in these athletes that are just unphenomenal athletes. They've so far advanced the American way, but I'm not cutting myself short. It'd be an honor and a pleasure to get in the ring with a man of this caliber. The outcome, I can't really say what it's going to be, but Dragon Master, I'm not cutting you short. I train hard for all my matches.
And here comes the champion, Al Perez. The big belt wrapped around his handsome torso. Al Perez, the champion of World Federation. Circling the ring to his admiring fans who are giving him a standing ovation. And his opponent across the way is the Dragon Master.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the great country of Japan, I give you the Dragon Master. Your favorite, the World Federation Texas Heavyweight Champion from Tampa, Florida, Mr. Al Perez. Between one fall and the 30-minute time limit, your referee is Ernest Wilkerson.
Well, Adam just told you all about that. Ernest Wilkerson handing us this beautiful World Wrestling Championship belt. Al Perez, the world heavyweight champion. There is the Dragon Master. And Don, there's a distinct difference in style here. The East Asia against Al Perez, the North American continent. Different styles, different attitudes, different mental concepts in wrestling.
Yes. I wonder how Al's going to approach this since they are so different.
Well, you'll see a number of different holes, and you'll see a lot of similarities. And you'll see a lot of this kind of inside, very tight handling by the Dragon Master. I think of the great Kabuki. Well, it's a hammerlock, and so he will employ a number of the normal wrestling routines, and a great move by Perez, but held on by Dragon Master. Now, there are two very experienced men who are utilizing their holds and staying with them. Al Perez looking over his opponent, realizing, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. He is going to succeed through the hold, even though Al Perez may counter and come out of it. Our main event here on Texas Championship Wrestling. Of course, we were stunned and thrilled as Iceman King Parsons departed our company to go in and take a attack on Abdullah the Butcher after Abdullah so ruthlessly attacked Kid Dynamite in the previous bout. And Iceman told us between the bouts here that he was distinctly interested in challenging Abdullah, putting in some real tough opponent for him. So we'll see if Iceman can pull that off, and I see what Gary Hart, matchmaker, might find that quite an interesting combination. Nice side move by Perez, but notice that even now, Dragon Master did lose his wrist lock. He held it all the way over on that side mirror move.
Yes. Dragon Master seems to know exactly what he's doing and what he wants to accomplish.
Very calm and calculating. They never show much emotion. And emotionally inside probably, but outwardly very businesslike and matter of fact about going about the business. Perez with an extended wrist lock right now. Do a little rolling on it, a little popping on it.
You know what I find interesting? Look at his shoes. Between his toes,
yes,
the way his shoes come in. Americans don't have that type of wrestling.
That gives them, I think, as Kabuki tried to tell me one time, it gives them a closer feeling of gripping with their toes and, I guess, tensile strength. Maybe they feel the contour of the various areas better with their toes that way. I have a pair of boots that way that you walk on coral in. It's really quite good, yeah. Good for scuba diving.
I love scuba diving.
Right now, there's no scuba diving here. It is check it out, with these two trying to find the advantage. And Dragon Master with his chin and a slap across there. Al Perez hacked across the head, and again on the kick by the Dragon Master. Moves inside. Good roll up. Might do it right here. 1, 2, and not enough there.
I wonder if Al underestimated the Dragon Master. He seems a little surprised in the Dragon Master.
I think it may. I doubt that it's underestimating as much as just trying to come around and counter as well as he can do. And he's countering a little bit right now with that hammerlock. In on the Dragon Master. Trying to feel the way through. Athletic teams sometimes get off to a slow start because they get a different look than they anticipated. And probably Al always anticipates a certain style, and that's not the way this has happened. Count of 1 on Dragon, and he bails out, goes in for a choke. The flailing feet of Al Perez tell you that. And Perez came up to fight, gets a kick in the midsection. 3 of them in there by the Dragon Master. Nice move by the Dragon Master. Perez rolls out and takes a little break. Can't take a timeout, but he can take a break. On the next edition of Texas Championship Wrestling, you're going to see Kevin Von Erich, the Davidsons, the Simpsons, Garvin, and Studd. It's our next big program coming up.
And the Dragon Master standing there waiting for Al.
Dragon Master ready to go. He's exerting a lot of energy. Look at the perspiration on his bald head. Notice in the 3 bouts we've had on this edition of Texas Championship Wrestling, at least one of the wrestlers has been bald.
I noticed that. And they're all wearing black, it seems.
It seems they're all wearing black. Al Perez, the champion. This is not a championship match. Dragon Master working on Perez, utilizing the control of the hand and the arm while doing those kicks into the head and the back. And Dragon Master, a student of the Oriental Arts, student of the martial arts. At some time he has had a rather severe injury to that left shoulder. You can see that. A nice roll up on a shoulder pin right here. 1, 2, and nice move by Perez, rolling up the right shoulder. Now reverse shoulder. 1, 2, and again Perez rolls out. The Dragon Master stays right in and works, takes the punishment, and just does not break the hold, even though he gets clobbered a couple of times.
He seems very quick, too. Every time Al counters, he turns around and counters again.
Comes right back. Very strong mental attitude and discipline.
Yes.
And right now he's got that arm extended. The Dragon Master.
It's kind of what they're known for in the Orient, isn't it?
Right.
Mental training.
Mental training. Mental and emotional training. And really a very, in a sense, we'd have to say a clean wrestler.
Yes.
He's thrown a few shots, but basically following the rules. And those counts by Ernest Wilkerson.
As you say that, he grabs the rope and pulls.
Well, everybody will do something, won't they? Now, Wilkerson right there could have called it. I think he thought he saw it. 1, a lot of pressure put on pulling the bottom rope. So I talk about rules, and he goes right to break one, doesn't he?
Just like children. You say, they won't do that.
And he does
do it. Yeah.
1, 2, and again. But he didn't pull the rope that time. Perez, now a look and a pull. 1, 2. A lot of pressure. Put on by Dragon Master, and he works on that left shoulder. Working on one particular area. Going in for fireman lift. Oh, great move by Dragon Master.
Look at the look of pain on Al Perez's face.
Almost a count of 3, and Perez is really in a battle for his life right here. He is really in trouble as Dragon Master continues to take the initiative.
Looked like the Dragon Master landed right on Al's face. Did you notice that?
I think he came right across there. Dragon Master with outstanding control, and Al Perez is really having a problem. Plenty of time left. Got that arm barred, and a wrist lock, arm barred. Perez says, gosh, if I just had some hair to grab up there.
No such luck.
Can't do it. The crowd picking up the enthusiasm. Nice shot by Perez, but look, right back comes Dragon Master. There's a pretty healthy move by Al with those shoelaces across. And there goes Perez out to the floor, and there goes Dragon Master after him. They're on the floor of Texas Championship Wrestling. Into the corner post. A judo chop. The count on, and back in goes Perez. They don't want to be counted out and go to a draw. Somebody wanted to win this one. And the Dragon Master seems to be on the opening moment of the bout. You made the comment that he had off balance to Dawn. Now another reverse body slam. 1, 2, and not Toho. Very close to 3.
Al seems to be on the defensive the whole match.
He has been
the whole match.
Much. Very true on the defensive. Standing shoulder hold, rolling it back. Oh, what tremendous pressure put on that left shoulder. And notice the chest scissors and the pressure on the shoulder, and the Dragon Master has gone after the left shoulder the entire bout.
Wearing down one area, huh?
Just like in combat.
Right.
Attack one area until it falls. We've seen that lately. And now Perez trying to counter, coming up, taking that shoulder hold away and doing his own little headstand and scrub. So Perez comes out of it. Dragon Master Perez going toe-to-toe. A real battle underneath, on top. And now they unload the cannon. Great flying body slam. Al Perez. Up and over. Tremendous move by Perez, who's been on the defensive. Now he takes the offensive. Hanging away, banging back, but look at the Dragon Master coming right in for a reverse shoulder drop. Trying to put him down. 1, 2, and no. Got that right shoulder up at the last second. Great move by Perez. And then a count on Dragon Master, and these two have rolled and fought a roll up. 1, 2, and yeah, 3. No, 2. Okay. No, just 2. Not quite 3. It was a interruption. Al thought he won it.
That was awfully close.
Well, he hit 2, and then he took a break and came back. And Dragon Master. Everybody thought he had 3. But it was a hesitation move. He started a new count. Inside on the body of Dragon Master. Perez.
Hopefully that gave Al the confidence he needs.
But Dragon Master, even though he's been in a little trouble, still going after it. Nice move right there. Another roll up. Shoulder stand here. 1, 2, and 3 this time. In. And Al Perez, the champion. The champion with a big fight all night on the Dragon Master, but coming through with a great victory.
Yes, it was a great victory. He finally rolled him up and pinned him.
And we'll be telling you more with another outstanding edition of Texas Championship Wrestling.
Attention turkey hunters, new from Sportsman Products, the Complete Turkey Hunter, an hour-long videotape version of the award-winning outdoor magazine television series. This tape takes you from Montana to Mississippi in search of the majestic wild turkey gobbler. Learn to hunt, identify, locate, call from the best. Order now, only $29.95 plus tax and handling. Call 1-800-327-6296.
Ha! The 28th Butcher, Bronco Bull. You know, you terrorize people all over the universe. But the Bronco Bull, I'm taping these fists, and you going down.
April 28th, Bronco Bowl. Any you women looking for a real man, come on down, because the stud will be there looking for you.
Tell them about it, John.
Harvey's gonna win, baby! Harvey's gonna win!
Come park and party at the Gentleman's Entertainment Complex, where you can see over 200 beautiful dancers daily. One location brings you 3 great clubs, baby dolls with the most beautiful women around, and fun everywhere. The Fair, we rock the West with girls, girls, girls. An expose mansion for the finer things in life in an exquisite upscale atmosphere. All clubs feature lunch 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So come join the fun. Park and party at 3039 West Northwest Highway near Bachman Lake.
You're pushing 2 tons of steel at 200 plus with just a coat of paint between you and the leader. What's going through your mind?
The answer's inside.
What does it take to win at Daytona?
Think yourself.
What's the next technology breakthrough? The greatest moments in NASCAR history.
Stock car fans can now go inside the sport like never before with NASCAR Video Magazine from Time Life Video. You'll never look at stock car racing the same way again, because each video helps you gain greater insight into everything from racing strategy to the latest hardware. Our cameras take you onto the track, into the cars, and into the minds of the legends.
Starting with the Daytona experience, yours for just $9.99. It's a behind-the-scenes look at the Super Bowl of racing with Darrell Waltrip, Richard Petty, and Jeff Bodine. Plus how dyno technology is pushing engine performance and a lot more.
You'll have a greater appreciation of how one driver strapped inside a rocket on wheels relies on his strategy and nerves of steel to take the checker flag. Here's how to get started.
Catch a draft to your bone and call to get the Daytona experience for $9.99 plus shipping and handling. Use your credit card and we'll send you a free gift. This NASCAR Daytona 500 board game. Other videos like Top 10 Drivers, Fathers, Sons, and Brothers, and Evolution of the Race Car will arrive about every other month at $16.99. There's no commitment. Cancel at any time. The NASCAR Video Magazine from Time Life Video.
Well, Ice, I knew you were upset about the way Abdullah was doing Kid Dynamite, but now you've put yourself in a position to do some challenging, haven't you?
Well, sometimes a man just got to do what's got to be done. You know, Kid Dynamite is an upcoming star, and he got a great future in professional wrestling. And what really upset me was the Butcher is known all over the world. Some of the top wrestlers in our profession scared of this man.
Yeah.
And he had Dynamite Kid beat, okay? And I told him this wasn't no easy road to take, you understand? I told him you're going to run into some people that you wish you'd never been in the ring with. And Butcher was one of them. But he had him beat right in the middle, so that was fine. You know, you lose some, you win some. And I kind of knew the odds was against him winning anyway. But anytime a man do Dynamite Kid like Butcher was doing him, it was uncalled for, man. And I just took all I could take. So I just stepped across that line. It wasn't my business, but I made it my business. So now I'm going to talk to the matchmaker, Gary Hart, and see what me and the Butcher can do. Can y'all dig it? Like Mama says, it bees that way sometime. Have mercy.
All right, Ice, it does be that way sometime. And coming up next week, right here on Texas Championship Wrestling, got a great six-man event.
Iceman is very confident, but he was really upset over the way that Abdullah treated Kid Dynamite.
Well, I think Abdullah took advantage of a young boy in the wrestling business, and he will. I mean, the kid knew that going in, that Abdullah's going to do anything he can possibly do to make his mark here on Texas Championship Wrestling.
Like Steve Simpson here, doing a tremendous job on the Angel of Death.
That's a prime example of speed against size. If you noticed, Steve Simpson was coming off those ropes and caught him with a cross-body block. It's a little early in the match to get a 1-2-3, but he showed the Angel of Death that he meant business, and the Angel better watch him.
And the Angel takes a breather after all that excitement.
Here's a mean one right here, the Dragon Master.
I tell you, Garvin, yeah, Dragon Master's a mean one in a subtle, quiet sort of way, isn't he?
Yeah, but he is an evil dude.
Head scissors. Terry Garvin, one of the up-and-coming young wrestlers in the business.
I think that there's few in the business at this time with his time in the business and his experience. He is 100%, and anybody he wrestles has to watch him.
He has a personality to go along with it, and right now he's caught up by the Dragon Master.
We've got the family feud between the Davidsons and the Simpson.
But right now, let's watch this carefully. Bart Simpson, or Sean Simpson.
You've got Bart on the brain.
Bart on the mind here. Oh, great move by the Simpsons. That was a well-regulated athletic event right there. Going up the corner bowl and coming right back down. But there's a nice head scissors put on by the Davidson.
I wonder what's going to happen here. Davidson's got him in a head. Ooh.
Gary Hart just telling me of the future bouts coming up.
What do you say about him?
And one of the big ones is going to be Abdullah the Butcher and Iceman next week.
Next week?
Next week. So right now, he just came up to tell me that Iceman had been petitioning him. Gave me that fine information. Right now, we got a battle going on with the Simpsons and the Davidsons.
And our main event, Terry Garvin and the California Stud.
Here's our main event. A main event and Terry Garvin throwing it right hand. And Terry just loves the competition. He probably would have been a great defensive back in football.
Absolutely.
He likes to hit people. And speaking of hitting people, next week, the Angel, Dragon Master, and Ali teeing up against the Simpsons and Terry Garvin. We've got the Butcher, the Iceman, and the Stud meets Perez. All this next week. California Stud with Garvin. And look at that turnaround by Garvin. Oh, great move by Garvin. Flying drop kick by Garvin. And Stud said, hey, I got a tiger in my tank. Running while Stud's out of the ring gives me a chance. I know you're one of the great things to do in any program, whether it's a soap opera or championship wrestling is to put it in syndication, get it into a network. How's it coming along?
It's moving along very rapidly, Bill. Once again, the tremendous response that we've had locally has just opened so many doors, and the future is very promising right now.
Syndication means these exciting young men can be seen all around television communities all over the country.
Absolutely, Bill.
Outside the United States.
Absolutely.
And you can see the crowd getting into this one. This is the kind of bout that really builds it up. What a great main event here. The Stud and Terry Garvin, two young men who have fought their way to the top, and they deserve this main event shot. Whoa! Garvin moving in with a headlock after the miss. Side mirror move on that headlock. Garvin and the Stud. Really working at it right now.
I'm Bil Mercer. So long, everybody.